And easily, I don't see y'all's video. Make sure you turn your video on, please. Okay, 57.3 times 319 over 700. And somebody crank that out and give me
26.11.
I'm sorry?
26.11.
26.11.
Okay, I thought you said 261.11. All right, so there's our theta. And now take theta, plug that in to the formula, and you get D is equal to 700 times 1 minus cosine of 226.11 degrees over 2, and crank that out, and that will be your answer.
91.
I'm sorry, what?
81.91.
81.91.
I can see it's 0.92, but.
Well, we'll try 0.92 then.
That's not what I got. Something's wrong.
Okay, wait a minute. What do you have?
Well, you can do that. That's fine.
Well, we only got 3 chances, so 81.92.
Oh, so she disagrees with me.
Uh-oh.
I got 82
Oh.
wrong.
82.3.
Oh, wait, round to the nearest foot.
Okay, so it'd be 82.
Oh, 82 feet.
82. Let's try 82.
Oh, my calculator's messed up. My bad.
Yeah, mine too.
I was in radian.
All right, try it now and tell me.
You have one job.
You had one job and you screwed it up.
Yeah, nice going, Julia.
What?
Hey, at least you're trying, right?
Yeah.
At least you're not sitting there like the rest of the Pendleton campus.
Wait,
just
the
looking.
calculator should be in radians, right?
No, it's degrees.
No,
See, it
degrees.
says degrees.
How do you know the difference?
18?
Try that.
Woohoo.
Were you in degree
I
mode?
got the exact
You
same
got-
thing.
Look at it. What it say right here? It says theta is measured in what?
What?
Degrees.
Degrees. We have to go back and do the other part.
You have to change it to degrees.
Birthday notes.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show y'all a little trick. And this is, how many of you, is any of you at Pendleton thinking about civil engineering?
No.
The one person that got it wrong, yeah, I am.
Okay. Well, this is what happens. You add a few lines to it. Got you a line there. You got you a line there. And this is called the PVC. This is called the PVI. And this is PVT. And then you put your angle delta here. It's the same as this. And you basically, you just found one of the most important aspects of this curve when you're designing a horizontal curve, like around a pond or around a building. You have to do this, and you have to find that D right there, and that D is what you just found. So, just a little bit of insight. You will see this again, especially if you're a civil engineer. Okay, next.
Pray.
And when you take your traffic engineering class, when you're awake, you'll see that. It's one of the worst classes I ever took at Clemson. Clemson plays Spartanburg High School this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, that just did 14. Is that
Yeah.
what I just did? Okay. There's 14 again.
I need a
14
calculator.
again. 15. Y'all should make an A on this test. I swear. All the problems I'm doing for y'all. All right. I'm not going to even look at the directions because I know this is a jigsaw puzzle and they want you to what? Fill in all the places. So I don't care how you do it. You know that this angle Can you find this angle without, can you find this angle for those of you that are talking? Can y'all find this angle right here without any problem? That's 30. Good gosh, what are y'all doing?
Sorry.
I'm gonna get me some papers. I'm gonna get me some papers and I'm gonna sign. Well, let me do it some more. Hold on.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it
I don't want
again.
to like yell at me.
No, it's okay.
Okay, are y'all finished?
No.
I think so.
Holly, want a cracker?
Y'all gonna be such a wife one day. Okay, now, we got 30, so if you wanna, you can kill two birds with one stone and get B. And if you got B, you can find A, because it's a Pythagorean theorem. So let's just find B. So I'm gonna put the little man here, and that's the opposite, and I got my hypotenuse, so that means Oscar had. So the sine of 60 is equal to Oscar had B, oh, I did pass backwards, sorry, B over 24. So multiply both sides by 24. 24 times the sine of 60 is equal to B. Somebody give me, and it says, it doesn't say what to round it to. These are whole numbers, so I'm going to round them to whole numbers. So what is 24 times the sine of 60?
20 point, you want a whole number?
Yeah, whole number.
21.
21 is equal to B. So I'm going to put 21 here. And now 24 squared minus 21 squared square root is equal to A. Use your Pythagorean theorem. Somebody do that for me. And of course we know this is 45. And you can start on this one. So what is the square root of 24 squared minus 21 squared? And take the square root of it.
11.61.
12. So we know that A is equal to 12. Now I'm going to put my little man there, and I know that that's the opposite. So Oscar had, doesn't matter, we'll go here. Oscar had,
You mind if I interrupt you?
yes.
It wants the exact, so it wants us to use radicals.
Oh, to hell with that. Nobody talks in radicals. I'll do that in a minute. That's, that is so, that right there is why we got people that, don't even get me started on that. This one, if you want to write 12, that's square root of 4, square root of 3, which is 2 times square root of 3. Yeah, Joe, I need you to bring me a board for 2 times square root of 3 feet long. Are we going to go down this road 2 and square root of 3 miles, and we're going to take a shot here, and we're going to move the transit, blah, blah, yeah, we always talk in terms of radicals. Whatever. Okay, so we got sine of 45 is equal to 21 over Oscar had C. So C is equal to 21 divided by the sine of 45. So somebody do that for me. Multiply by C on both sides.
30.
What is 21 divided by the sine of 45?
29 point, you want to put
Just round.
30.
30. And 30 would be, I really don't know if you can break up 30 into into radicals, because 30 is 6 times 5, 3 times 15, so 30 you can't break up, so I don't know. So we just found C, we just found that. So now you can do 30 squared minus 21 squared, take the square root of that, and that's equal to D. Now, I'm not putting them in radicals And I don't see how you getting these decimals. I don't know if you're going to be able to put them in radicals either, but we'll just type the answers in and then see what we get. Yes.
21 because it's like a 45 and 45.
Oh yeah, that's right. It'd be the same thing. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. So I'm gonna just type in 3 because I probably got it wrong because I didn't use the radicals, which is stupid. 3, 3, 3, and 3. I'm sorry, but it's just some things in trig I just think are stupid, and writing in terms of radicals is stupid. Okay, so you need to write. Let's see, what did I get for A? I got 12. Okay, yeah, I got it right. And then somebody multiply 12 times 1.7. What do you get?
20.4.
And did we get 21? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got the answers. I just didn't write it in terms of radicals. And I guarantee you can give me I'll give you $100 bill for an engineer that's going to write in the real world in terms of radicals. You ain't going to find one. So, good question, stupid answer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, that's number 15. 16. I think I'm going to be doing y'all's homework for the next month. All right, so same type question. I'm not going to do this one because it's the same type question. I would find R first because R is finding the opposite here and the hypotenuse on one. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone right there. And you know that this angle right here is what, 60. So you can figure this one. So I'm gonna skip that one. That's number 3 on 9.4. I don't know why this thing don't put it in order. Okay, we already did one like that one in class. So I'm trying to see sums that we haven't done. We did that one in class. This is number 18. Did that one in class. Oh, I didn't know it was the same one. 18, 19. I know we did 19 because I remember seeing. Did we do this one? Yeah. Have we done this one? To measure a stone face carved on the side of a mountain, 2 sightings 900 feet from the base of the mountain are taken. Yeah, this is a similar triangles. Let me just do this right quick. This is similar triangles. I don't know if I draw a triangle. I don't think it'll let me draw one. No, it won't let me draw one. Well, that sucks. So it says 2 sightings 900 feet from the base of the mountains are taken. If the angle of the elevation to the bottom of the base is 24 and the angle of elevation to the top is 28, what is the height of the stone face? All right, so basically they're saying I don't think we've done one like this, have we?
I think we have.
There's the stone face, and they said that the distance from the base of the mountain to the tripod is 900 feet. Am I reading that correct? There's your stone face, blah, blah, blah. If the angle of elevation of the bottom of the face is 24 degrees, and the angle to the top is, I'm going to do that in blue, is 28 degrees, then what is the height of the, I'm going to do this I'm going to draw this angle right here. It's up to here. This to there. There we go. I didn't draw it exactly right. What I should have drawn is this. That's what I should draw there. Now, you know that this angle is 90 degrees, of course. And you know, it looks like to me you got similar what?
Triangles.
Similar triangles. So we've got one triangle that looks like this. And that's going to be 24 degrees. And this is 900. And we don't know what that is. And then you've got this angle, which is 28 degrees and 900. But we need to focus on this side right here, which is the what? The opposite. And we have the adjacent right here. Oscar had a hunk of what? Of apple. So the tangent of 24 is equal to O over 900. O is equal to 900 tan of 24. And the same thing over here. Tan of 28 is equal to O over 900. And 900 tan of 28. Somebody crank those out for me.
0.5.
Is that the first one?
That's the
The larger one?
Yeah.
478.5, and that's to the top of the head.
and then 400.7.
400.7. Somebody check those for me.
Yes.
And of course, what are you going to do? Did somebody check them?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, now what do you need to do if you want to find the distance of the red? You subtract them. So 478.5 minus 400.7. Somebody tell me what that is.
77.8.
Speak up, what?
77.8.
77.8 is your distance. That's a good question. I like that question. Because that one you have to
ED question.
I don't know what the word, what's the word I'm looking for? Think. Yeah, you have to think.
Ouch.
0.83.
You say so.
What height of the stone face? What?
It wants 2 decimals, so it's 0.8.
Oh, the hell with it. 77, 78. I'll just go against the grain. There it is, 77.83. Listen, if you get 77.8 on a dadgum test, I'll be very happy. Okay? Just come to me after class and now you need to read the directions, okay? Please read the directions. And that's number 19. And what is that one? I can't see. Is that number 19 also? And then we got a few questions out of 9.5. Question number 6. It says find the 6 circular functions of, well, first of all, what's the first thing you should do before you even start on anything? Find out what?
Where you are.
Where you are. So let's do that. Negative 3 pi over 2. So negative 3 pi over 2 is going to be in this direction. But we got to find what 3 pi over 2 is. So 3 pi over 2 times 180 over pi, 90. So 200 and what? 70. Now that's a quartile. So you know that your cosine is equal to what? And your sine is equal to what? Well, this is 1, 0, and this is what? 0, 1. So you know that this is equal to 0, and this is equal to 1. Now, a lot of people say, well, Hubert, how do you know how to do the 6 trigonometric functions? Well, we just said that the sine is equal to that, which is equal to 1. But how do you do does it ask for all of them, or does it ask for the sine and cosine?
And that's wrong.
Okay, so We know that it's negative, and we know that sine is equal to blah, blah, blah. Well, this says 0. Well, this is 0. We know we go in the 0x direction. So this triangle right here, that's what we're drawing. We're drawing a triangle. We know that this is the sine, the cosine, and this is the sine. And we know that this right here means I go 0 in the x direction and 1 in the what? Y direction. Now, of course, you know that 0 plus 1, and this is the square root of 1, which is 1. That's the whole definition of I'm doing this to try to show you how to learn this. So here's my angle, and a sine, cosine, tangent, secant, cotangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. All you got to find is the first 3. Now we found the sine. The sine is 1. So therefore, what's the cosecant? 1. The cosine is 0. So what is the reciprocal of cosine, or 0? Undefined. Tangent. Oscar had a hunk of apple. Of apple. Divided by 0 should be what? Undefined and undefined. That's what it should be.
Wouldn't that be 1?
Or did I do it wrong? Oscar had a hunk of apple. Which one would be 1?
The
cosecant.
The cotangent, I think.
Is it 1?
For the 0.
Huh?
0.
It's 0. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, one of them has to be 0. I'm sorry. 0. Or, and we'll get into this, what is the tangent? The tangent is sine of, well, we'll get into that with reciprocals. That should be your answer.
Wouldn't tangent be opposite over adjacent, 1 over 0, which is 1?
Which one?
For the tangent,
Tangent
wouldn't that be 1 over 0?
of apple. Well, see, that's where I got undefined, because you
Okay.
can't divide by 0.
Gotcha, my bad.
But you can divide 0 by 1 and get 0.
Okay.
Remember, the reciprocal of the tangent is the cotangent. So the reciprocal of 1 divided by 0 is what? 0 divided by 1. Now that's a little Hubertism I come up with a long time ago when I was a student. You know, I don't think you're going to see that in any book. But you got to think outside the box. You got a straight line that goes up. That means you go 0 in the what? X direction. If you go 0 in the X direction, 1 in the, it works out. And that should be your answer. But I'm not going through all of this. I'm sorry. Y'all can do that, but y'all, it works out. All right, next one. I
You
think
can
that's
choose the next one, it's mine.
okay. So both of those, and I think they're the same ones. Okay, 4 pi over 3. Find it. That's the first thing you do. 4 pi over 3, you find it. So 4 pi over 3. 4 pi over 3 multiplied by 180 over pi. 3 goes in there 6. 4 times 60 is 240. And where is 240? Well, we know this is 270. What's 270 minus 30?
248.
Y'all are so smart.
Thank
So,
Thank you.
that means we've got a 1 square root of 3, 1 square root of 3, and 2. And we know that the negative is, the 1 is negative, and the what? 3 is negative, or we can do all students take calculus, and we know that the tangent and the cotangent are what? Positive. So however you want to use it, that's fine. So sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. And I'm just going to find the first 3. Y'all can flip them upside down. So I'm not gonna use the negatives or positives, so I'm going to erase that. And you can use it if you want to. I'm going to use all students take calculus. Oh shoot! It's about time for me to go. This is it. I'm not doing any more today. All right. So sine. Oscar had square root of 3 over what? Square root of 3 over 2. Is it negative? Yes. Because all students take calculus, the only thing that's positive is the tangent and the what? Tangent and the cotangent. Okay, next one. That's this be negative 2 over the square root of 3, which times square root of 3 over the square root of 3 is equal to negative 2 square root of 3 over 3. Okay, so that's that. Cosine. Oscar had a hunk. 1 over 2. What's the opposite of 1 over 2? I mean, what's the reciprocal? 2 over 1 or 2. Tangent of apple. Of square root of 3 over 1. Square root of 3 over 1 and 1 over square root of 3, which times square root of 3 over 3. Square root of 3, which is square root of 3 over 3. That should be it. If you remember, wherever you are, find out where you are, no problem. All right, we're going to call it a day. I'm going to let y'all go early. I hope I'm letting y'all go early.